Guys, Blade Master here, and you're watching the Wolf of Remus Total War channel. And this is something out of the ordinary. I'm doing a replay on one of the Shogun 2 matches that I played, not very recently. I think this was maybe a month ago. But yeah, I'm just kind of tired of bringing you guys just Rome 2 action. And one of you said that I should maybe try and focus on a couple of other games. And I thought, why not? I mean, I've played some really good fights in Shogun 2, and I really love the game. So I thought might as well bring one of the matches that I played to you. So, disclaimer: I haven't played Shogun 2 multiplayer nearly as much as I played Rome 2. When I did play Shogun 2, I was mainly I always played single player, never played multiplayer. So in this, I still might do some noob tactics, and once you get into the Rome 2 frame of mind, you don't really, the Shogun 2 is quite different in the way that tactics work and stuff. But my army, well, let's pause the replay. My army, I have one white bear infantry or red bear infantry who have colored white, and their names are the Saving Private Ryans. Yeah, I know, very very original. But yeah, they're like a three rank veteran unit. Red bears are really good. I don't even take black bears anymore, but I've got a couple of two black bear infantry in my center, and behind them I've got two katana kachi. One one of them is the Royal Cock Swords katana kachi unit. Oh man, okay, and I've got my general and bodyguard unit. My general's name is Thunder Bastard, pretty appropriate name. And I've got another red bear infantry who's about to take a position in the forest. Finally, I've got two saber cavalry. No, I've got one saber cavalry, one veteran Yariki, and they're called the Venerable Vag Munchers. Oh, great. I don't even know what I was thinking. Anyway, so I've got another Yarikachi behind them. And finally, yeah, that's it. No, oh wow. I've got another Sable Cavalry, another Yariki, and a Spear Levy on my left. So usually these games they tend to be incredibly different from Rome 2 games, and there's just because in Shogun 2 you're never really afraid to you know uh, cut your entire army in like three or four and bring those separate segments in different areas. I like that a lot more than Rome 2. Anyways, my opponents brought Parrot guns, Parrot guns. I don't know what they're pronounced. Parrot guns, whatever. But these are incredibly powerful. I've never played with them or against them before, and yeah, they seem incredibly powerful. With one volley, they destroyed or six of my general and bodyguard unit. Besides that, he's brought three white bear infantry. He's brought five, probably just white bear infantry spam. Yeah, six white bear infantry and his general and bodyguard. So he's obviously taken a very defensive position, and he just wants his artillery to provide as many kills as they possibly can. And here I am, like, kind of unsure of what to do. I'm gonna have to time my attack incredibly well because I'm at a severe disadvantage in the river. I just can't keep staying there because his parrot guns. I'm just gonna call them parrot guns from now. His parrot guns are just gonna tear me a new one if I just stay there. Um, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to split my much larger cavalry force and try to attack him from the sides to try and get a coordinated charge. So, um, kind of what I should be doing. I mean, looking at retrospectively speaking, I should have just taken out these entire guys and brought them, split them either half of them here and half of them here, because there was no reason why he would even cross the river. Even if I were to advance, he'd just move his units in the woods. So I should have tried to preemptively counter that by moving my men into the woods, or at least proceeding to do that, instead of them just standing there. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Yeah, I moved him into the center island, which has a sword dojo. That's not going to be very important to me. He's got a workshop in his vicinity, which is not going to be very helpful for him. Also, there's a farmhouse. I don't think there's a what's it called? The shrine. I don't know where the shrine is. I don't think there's a shrine in this map. Don't know. Oh well, can't I look at it from here? No. Okay. Um, So yeah, what I was doing with my cavalry over here is, well, I've got this one Yariki. No, I've got this one red bear infantry which is just chilling in the woods, and he's hidden. But he's my opponent's using his parrot guns to just smash through my cavalry, and that's not going to go very well for me. They're incredibly accurate and incredibly powerful. It's reminiscent of Rome 2's any artillery unit other than Scorpions. I'm not sure if I would call them OP. I don't even know. I mean, I haven't played that much of Shogun 2. But over here, I find out that he has a black bear infantry, and this is just my Rome 2 tactics coming back into play. I don't mind charging them head on with my cav. I mean, in Rome 2, these guys would like lose almost in a couple of seconds. They would start routing, and it just shows the big difference between Shogun 2 and Rome 2 and the way they play. He's got another white bear infantry just taking great easy shots at my cavalry, and they're about to die very quickly. One of them's already routed, the other one's at half strength. This was definitely a very poor move on my part. I'm going to just chalk this up to not knowing exactly how to use cavalry in Shogun 2. It takes a bit of time to learn how to properly manage them. Over here, I believe he's kept some of his units on on these woods and on these woods. So, despite the fact that it looks like no one's there, I'm sure that there are many hiding. I finally routed one of his black bear though, and I think his white bear infantry are probably running away from my cav. Yeah, they got caught in the rear. But I don't think that they're going to win anything anytime soon. Meanwhile, my infantry are in a terrible position over here. But there's nothing really I can do. I mean, I can't just keep defending. I mean, I can't. What am I going to defend against? I mean, his artillery attacks. How am I going to do that? So the only choice was to attack, and I'm sending the Royal Cockswords up to attack the White Bear infantry, and these guys will do really well in melee. Uh, Another thing to note about Shogun 2 is how important the terrain is, and that's another thing which is so awesome. Like in Rome 2, it does matter, but in this, like you can win or lose games based on how well you position your units and where you position them. Over here, he's just camped out with all of his white bear infantry, and they're attacking one of my red bears. And obviously, this is clearly going to go in his favor. My saber cavalry, I don't think saber cavalry are very good units, especially for their cost. They get smashed because I think I tried to cross the river with two of my units, and obviously they didn't make it. Now, over here, I spread my men into really thin lines, and meanwhile his infantry were engaged with my katana kachi. So I managed to get some free shots for a couple of seconds against them, and meanwhile I've got my general and bodyguard Thunder Bastard, who's over here just trying to kill his general and bodyguard and also kill his bad guns. His gen is about to die, and I think gen sniping in this game is pretty important. I've won a couple of games where I was in a very bad position, and I won because the enemy routed because I sniped his gen. And when you have a revolver gen like this guy, it's very easy to just circle around back and then take some. Just all it takes is a couple of volleys, and the enemy gen is dead. But over here, he's got a absolutely amazing position because he's got like four white bears who are just ready to attack. But I have surrounded his. I think he's got a couple of units. Oh, these guys are routing. Oh, these guys are routing. So I think this edge of the forest is mine. That small bit of forest is his. The game is not very even at this point. I am definitely on the losing side, but I do have a full strength katana kachi and a yari kachi over here. I believe I left them until late game so that while these guys are engaged with my white bear, or sorry, my red bears and my white bears or whatever bears, these guys can come from the side and attack them on the flanks. Now, I don't know if that's the greatest strategy, but there's nothing really I can do. Maybe I could have kept them in behind my white bears, and once these guys came to attack, they could have attacked from here. But I think a flank charge would have been better. But the only problem is the shallow water really slows down all units. My general died because he's not. Oh, good, 33 kills on him. But I think all those 33 were like general kills. My Saving Private Ryans are absolutely hammering shit. They're just going to town on these white bears. Wow, red bear infantry destroying white bears. I think red bears are. I mean, there's a reason why everyone picks them. I think they're the best or most cost-effective line infantry in the game. and yeah, just some close-up shots of my men getting massacred. He focuses on my katana kachi, which is a smart thing to do. But I still have a yari kachi over here who are about to attack his units, his white bear. And white bears don't really have a lot of melee attack or melee defense. And even against yari kachi, I don't think they'll do too well. But the fact of the matter is they managed to rout my katana kachi, which is going to be pretty bad. Now he notices my general is in a very advantageous position. I mean, if you're against a general, what could be an advantageous position could be a very disadvantageous position in a couple of seconds. The fact of the matter is, was he was out in the open, so I think he was trying to maneuver some of his line infantry to get a volley against them. So I quickly moved them behind the building to get them some cover. These Yarikachi, they're kind of wavering, but they're obviously going to win against line infantry. But this is not looking good for me. I didn't micro really well, and I'm very lucky that none of my general units died. But this is not going to go well for me. He even has the option or the luxury to have one white bear infantry whose only job is to make sure that my gen doesn't sneak up from behind them. So now my Yarikachi have managed to finish off the rest of his white bears. I've got a red bear, but veteran red bear in my forest. But this is not going good, and yeah, my gen is dead. In one volley he managed to kill all my gen. But this is very very close. My katana kachi, they managed to get one volley on my katana kachi, so these guys had to rout. But I do have one slightly larger than half strength red bear infantry, which is in the woods compared to his white bear that's got a lot more troops, but they're not in the woods. And this is just going to prove to you how well being in the woods compared to being out in the open is going to matter. 53 from 70 to 53. Meanwhile, my troops got like 3 casualties, whereas they dealt him around 20 casualties. So yeah, that was the end of this replay. It was a very fun battle, and a lot of like maneuvering and microing and just general tactics used, which won't really be worth it in Rome 2 multiplayer. So that's one of the main reasons why I love Shogun 2 multiplayer. I don't play it as often as I could or should, but that's just because I really like Rome 2, and I'm pretty decent at it already. So yeah, that's why I leave this for just a couple of games a week or something. But yeah, that's about the end of the replay. I haven't seen any replays before this, so that I honestly expected one of those unit statistic screens so that I could compare which were really good units. But I think we all know like the best units were probably my Saving Private Ryans, the Cock Munchers and the Badge Bunchers, and the Cock Spears didn't really do well. They could have done better, and I should have used them better. But I didn't. But somehow I ended up winning that game. It was a really good game, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.